So we've learnt I did something, I. We've learnt he or she did something, o and io. And now we did. And it's amos and imos. Amos and imos. So AR verbs will be exactly the same in the present as the past. So hablamos will be we speak, but also we spoke. And IR verbs would be the same. So salimos, we went out, or salimos, we go out. So it's either amos or imos. If it's AR, it's amos, and if it's not AR, that means if it's ER or IR, then it's imos. So amos, imos. How would we say we bought it yesterday? Lo compramos ayer. Lo compramos ayer. What about we spoke a lot of Spanish? Hablamos mucho español. Hablamos mucho español. And what about we went out yesterday, it was fun. We went out yesterday, it was fun. Salimos ayer, fue divertido. Salimos ayer, fue divertido. And what about we learnt a lot? We learnt a lot. Aprendimos mucho. Aprendimos mucho. All of those irregulars that we learnt, like tuve, I had, hice, quise, etc., all of those are imos in the past when we want to say we. So regardless of whether they are AR verbs, ER or IR, that set of irregular ones that don't have accents all end in imos for we. So we had would be tuvimos. We did or we made would be hicimos. How would we say we had to eat something? We had to eat something. Tuvimos que comer algo. Tuvimos que comer algo. What about this one? We couldn't understand why he did it. We couldn't understand why he did it. And understand is comprender, like to comprehend. Comprender. C-O-M-P-R-E-N-D-E-R. Comprender. So if you want to say, I don't understand, no comprendo. So our sentence is, we couldn't understand why he did it. No pudimos comprender por qué lo hizo. No pudimos comprender por qué lo hizo. And what about this? We were hungry, but we couldn't find a restaurant. We were hungry, but we couldn't find a restaurant. Tuvimos hambre, pero no pudimos encontrar un restaurante. Tuvimos hambre, pero no pudimos encontrar un restaurante. And how about we wanted to see it? We wanted to see it. Quisimos verlo. Quisimos verlo. The word for our is nuestro. Our, as in it's our car, it's our house. Nuestro. N-U-E-S-T-R-O. Nuestro. And if it's a feminine thing we're talking about, like casa, our house, then it'd have to be nuestra. It has to agree. So nuestro or nuestra. Or if it's plural, nuestros or nuestras. How would you say our car is in the garage? Our car is in the garage. And the garage is el garaje. Garaje. Similar to the English, just that the last G in English, instead of a G, it's a J. Garaje. G-A-R-A-J-E. So our car is in the garage. Nuestro coche está en el garaje. Nuestro coche está en el garaje. And if you said es, then remember that if we want to say where something is, the location, we say está. So nuestro coche está en el garaje. What about our house is very small? Our house is very small. And of course this time it's describing what something is like, what it is, so it would be es. Our house is very small. Nuestra casa es muy pequeña. Nuestra casa es muy pequeña. What about we sold our house? We sold our house. Vendimos nuestra casa. Vendimos nuestra casa. So as I mentioned before, if it's plural, the thing that we're referring to, then it would be nuestros or nuestras. So how would we say our friends live in Madrid? Our friends live in Madrid. Nuestros amigos viven en Madrid. Nuestros amigos viven en Madrid. What about our children are in England? Our children are in England. And children, as in sons and daughters, are hijos. H-I-J-O-S. Hijos. So our children are in England would be nuestros hijos están en Inglaterra. Nuestros hijos están en Inglaterra. How would we say, we went to Spain with our 2 daughters? We went to Spain with our 2 daughters. Fuimos a España con nuestras 2 hijas. Fuimos a España con nuestras 2 hijas. See if you can remember what there is or there are was. There is or there are. I. And the past of I, that is to say, there was or there were, is había. Había. H-A-B-I with an accent, A. Había. There was or there were. Había. How would we say there was a conference? There was a conference. Había una conferencia. Había una conferencia. What about if you want to say, there was a conference that I wanted to attend? There was a conference that I wanted to attend. And to attend is asistir. Asistir. A-S-I-S-T-I-R. Asistir, to attend. So there was a conference that I wanted to attend. Había una conferencia que quise asistir. Había una conferencia que quise asistir. How about there was a problem with our reservation? There was a problem with our reservation. And a problem, un problema, problema is ends in A, but it happens to be a masculine word. There's a few words that end in MA, which instead of being feminine as you would expect because they end in an A, they're actually masculine. So un problema is one of them. Another one is clima, the climate. If we want to say a climate, it's un clima, the climate, el clima. So how would we say there was a problem with our reservation? Había un problema con nuestra reservación. Había un problema con nuestra reservación. And as well as reservación for reservation, it's very common in Spain to say reserva as well. So reservación or reserva. Había un problema con nuestra reserva. How would you say there were 3 people? There were 3 people. And for people, in Spanish, we say persons. Persons. Personas. Personas. Persons. There were 3 persons. What would that be? Había 3 personas. Había 3 personas.